forecast coming up in just a little bit. Guys?
Thank you very much, Adam. Well, we're all focused on the purple, gold, and green, of course. Parades have been underway, several Mardi Gras events, balls and whatnot. Al's been, cooking king cakes all week. I'm all ready for Mardi Gras. Some of us still have some shopping to do.
I do. I really do. I have some things I need to get, but I'm not the only one. News 15's Tiffany Maddox stopped by one of the largest Mardi Gras stores on this side of the region to see just how business is doing as Mardi Gras approaches. Take a look.
It's Mardi Gras season and lots of stores around town are really busy, including places like Beads Galore. The rush is on.
It's all year long preparing for it, making sure everything's where it needs to be, and when you get those big rushes coming in. But we've been doing this for 20 years, so we kind of have it figured out.
From beads to throws, Beads Galore owner Joey Domingue is always excited to see the rush from the season. He says many things have changed from 20 years ago when he first opened.
Because we've seen Mardi Gras grow in the years past, and every year it just evolved and got better and better.
Now for 2020, many last-minute Mardi Gras goers are out trying to find the latest trends to stand out.
Me and my friends came over here to get some beads for the Church Point Parade this weekend. We plan on going, have a good time. We go for like goofy and like funny and like something that catches the people's eyes.
Same, they're more into light-up items and more toys. People are trending away from beads, so to speak, and wanting more stuffed animals, toys.
Domingue says while trends are changing, many crews still spend a hefty penny on crew budgets.
About 200,000. Yeah, it's a very big business. It's over 1 million pounds of beads that are probably sold in the Lafayette area.
Beads Galore, as well as other shops in the area, even have special hours during Mardi Gras, so even at the last minute, you can still be decked out and ready to enjoy. In Scott, Tiffany Maddox, News 15.
Alrighty, well.
Lots of beads.
Lots of beads.
Beads galore.
Literally, and again, I need to head over that way, but shall we switch gears with world news?
Yeah, just don't forget, guys, tag us with all your Mardi Gras stuff. We'd love to share it on our show.
We got to talk about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. They're carrying out their final duties and public engagements throughout late February and March. Now, according to People.com, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex will maintain their titles after rumors that they may not. The couple has officially announced they're stepping down as senior royals next month. And I just need to tell you, Carter, my mom is like devastated. Like this is all she talks about.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. The agreement reached between Queen Elizabeth and the couple will take effect March 31st. The terms of the agreement, well, Harry and Meghan will no longer hold an office at Buckingham Palace and will instead be represented by their UK charity foundation team. They are also preparing to start a new foundation, but further details aren't said to be released till later this year. So your mom is on the Queen's side?
When last time I was with her, she quote unquote said, "She's ruining everything." I was like, Mom,
what is she ruining?
I know. I was like,
also,
she's a
also
human.
Mother, you live in Cleveland.
She's a person. Like maybe it's I can't even imagine. She's like, it's just ruined. I'm like, okay. Ooh, all right.
Oh, I didn't realize.
She's sending emails to the Queen,
I
no doubt.
didn't realize the Duchess had a big effect on daily
know.
life in Ohio. Hey, speaking of royalty, it's Adam Olivier.
Nice. Now see, nice. Go ahead, Adam. Sing the song. Sing it.
No. It's
Gonna
fine.
be royal.
I'm not. And they certainly aren't going to be royal either anymore. Hey, we're talking about a royal mess out there right now with the rain and the cold temperatures. Look behind me, I-10 at Ambassador, seeing those very chilly conditions with those raindrops on the lens. And guess what? We have more of that where it's coming from, back off to our west. So get ready to keep those rain jackets around. Temperatures falling, and we are going to be in the 40s later on today. The rain does finally come to an end, but that ushers in colder and windier conditions, and we will stay dry for now. But there are more rain chances in your forecast, and we also have to talk about that very chilly air that's headed down to Acadiana. Those details coming up after this break.
No, just
No.
Allie in the 4.
Allie in the 4th with Finding Gobi.
Oh, and ladies, Allie is this is like the biggest day ever for her, God bless her soul. She wants to set it up like Kelly and Ryan, and she wants to do, yes, she wants like,
From your weather authority, here's Storm Team 15's Adam Olivier.
Welcome back to News 15. Today we are tracking showers rolling through the area. Some very light rain now, but some moderate rain back off to the west, and that's filling in on radar. So it looks like we're going to have quite a rainy day around the area as these showers continue to form up behind our cold front, which is now down in the Gulf of Mexico. And our futurecast shows not only does the rain continue, but our temperatures, those are dropping. With stronger northerly winds in place, very chilly air rolls on in. By noon, we're back down into the 40s. And by this afternoon, we are certainly in the 40s if you aren't already. Lingering showers roll on through, and finally, drier times show up in your forecast as we head towards overnight tonight. 49 degrees later on this afternoon. I've adjusted those temperatures down because we're going to be falling through the next few hours. And I don't want to give you the impression that, yeah, we're going to be in the 50s. Later on, it's going to be cold and windy. Those winds out of the north, 10 to 20 miles per hour. We have a very cold night on tap as temperatures fall down into the low to mid 30s north of I-10, mid to upper 30s south of the interstate, but very windy too. 15 to 20 mile per hour winds out of the north, and that is going to cause us to feel more like the lower 20s when you wake up tomorrow morning. Yes, you're seeing that right. This is the future wind chill on our map here, and that means that you need to bundle up and get ready for some really chilly times. Now, our 7-day forecast shows that we have drier times in your forecast. We dry out for your Friday and Saturday, but start off on the cold side. We're looking at some very cold temperatures in the 30s, maybe even a light freeze as we head back towards the morning time and on Saturday morning there, with warmer even still finally by Sunday, and cloud cover returning, a shower chance on Monday there, and your Mardi Gras forecast looking A-OK. Just a stray shower or two out across the area in the morning time with some chilly air, but overall you can't complain with a forecast like that. It's been a whole lot worse last year down.
Oh, you're not Alex.
He just scared me. Wow. Last year was a cold one.
Yeah, it was cold last year?
Yeah.
It was cold last year.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Adam.
I don't know what to do now, but I did find Alex.
Oh, she's way over there. Hey, Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Alex.
We'll see Alex here in a second.
We'll also see Al Abear after this. He's talking king cake pizzas at Bayou Teche Brewing. They look delicious. Let's see after this break.
Welcome back to News 15 today. It is 6:42 on your Thursday morning. And taking a look behind me right now, you can see those rainy times out there with lots of showers and gray skies. A wet time on the roadways too, the headlights reflecting off the ground. Those showers continue to push on in, and they will through the day today. We'll see plenty of dry times, but more than likely you'll run into a few of those sprinkles. Now, temperatures continue to fall, and they will through the afternoon hours, so it will be colder this afternoon than it is currently, and you need to bundle up as you head out the door. In fact, we're taking a look at some rainier end, or the end to the rainier times. Cold and windy, and it's dry for now. But there are some changes in your forecast, mainly in the form of colder temperatures. We'll talk more details on that. But in the meantime, let's send it over to Alex and Carter.
Thanks so much, Adam. Carter, did you know that king cake pizza, it is a thing, but it starts with perfect dough?
Now I do. Thank you for telling me that.
Yes,
well,
I only know because of Alley Bear.
Speaking of Alley Bear, past couple of days, he went to Bayou Teche Brewing to make said king cake pizza in a nice brick oven they've got there, and he captured all fours. Let's see what he did next.
Yeah.
Well, okay, guys, our king cake pizza is ready. Carlos, give us a rundown on this one more time.
So it's a purple and green crust with boudin, pesto, and golden bell peppers. And we didn't realize it before we made the pizza, but boudin and pesto is an amazing pairing.
Wow, who'd have thought? I mean, Cajun and Italian.
They're both kind of earthy flavor, so it's really nice. You know, the liver and the basil, really good pairing.
Well, let's try this.
Pizza toast.
Boom. Wow, this is amazing. And the steamed syrup on here really adds something.
Takes it up a notch.
It really does. Was that your idea?
It was Matt's.
Matt's idea. Matt. All right, Matt.
That's a real genius out here.
I got to tell you, I love the steamed syrup on here. That works really well. And Carlos was telling me, after Mardi Gras, what you got coming up for Lent?
We have Lenten pizzas. We do both a mock shoe, we call it Children of the Mock Shoe, and then we do a crawfish étouffée pizza with crawfish étouffée on top.
Now, is that a normal, I mean, this is like shaped like a king cake. It's a ring. Is this a kind of a traditional pizza?
That's right. It'd be more of a traditional shape.
Now, Carlos, people from Italy come here, and they say a lot of good things about you. Tell me, brag a little bit. Tell me what you hear from people from Italy.
We had two guys from Naples, which is like the epicenter of great pizza in the world, and they're like, this is as good as any pizza in Naples. So that was our biggest compliment ever. We were so excited.
Oh, this is great pizza. Look, if you have not experienced this pizza, you need to come out to Bayou Teche Brewing in Arnoldville. It's really not that far from Lafayette. It's not a bad drive at all, because this is excellent pizza. Great beer. What time do you guys open?
Most days right at 11 o'clock.
And 11 o'clock, it's perfect time for the breakfast beer. Tell us where you're located.
So we're in Arnoldville, right outside of Arnoldville. It's 15-20 minutes from most of Lafayette.
And it's beautiful out here. We're sitting outside where most people like to sit. A lot of stuff going on here. Check out the website. Give Carlos a call. Give Matt a call. They'll tell you what's going on. But you definitely want to experience Bayou Teche Brewing here in Arnoldville. I think one of the best in Acadiana. Thanks for having us this morning.
Our pleasure. Glad you made it out.
Man, I'm glad I made it out too. And we're going to go back to News 15 today.
Looks good to me.
Yeah, looks like he enjoyed it as well.
Yeah.
Well, one of the great parts about this year is this time of year is all the Mardi Gras theme type stuff. That is included the New Orleans Pelicans. You've seen their jerseys.
I really like those.
Well, this is the last weekend for them. And as we turn to sports in our next segment of Cutting Up, we're talking a little bit more about the Pelicans, the rest of the way they're going with this season, as well as some other teams around the association.
Ron's going to discuss All-Star Weekend and then recap some of the best teams going into the second half of the basketball season. Let's see what they have to say.
We are dissecting the second half of the Pelicans season. Joining me as usual, Kevin Foote and Spencer Urquhart. So, guys, what do you think about the second half of this season? 27 games left, 5.5 games behind the Grizzlies in the 8th spot. What do you think it'll take for them to make a run?
I'd say the biggest key is, like I said earlier, good health, especially with Zion and Ingram, because they were both kind of banged up. I mean, Zion had a major injury early on, but he's since recovered. But he had a little was a little banged up here and there, and then Ingram's been banged up here lately. But hopefully the All-Star break will be that time to be the time where they can heal up. And then, of course, Drew Holiday, he's the rock. He's the veteran, stalwart leader there. So hopefully with him and the young guys, they can make a run here down the stretch.
Has Zion shown you enough through 10 games to say that he can stay healthy for the rest of the season?
Well, I mean, that's who knows? You hope so. But the thing that I like about it for them is there's really no pressure. Like, if this was, man, they got to make the playoffs. Like, if they make a decent run and fall a game or two short, no one's going to oh, no, the future is dead for the Pelicans. So they can be relatively pressure-free because this is still a rebuilding, a major transition year. And as long as Zion stays healthy and shows potential for the future, I think people are going to be happy. So I think that is the thing that's going to help them to play more carefree and maybe make a legitimate run.
Devil's advocate, is the pressure on them considering they have the easiest strength of schedule the rest of the way? The Grizzlies have the hardest, so it's like they're supposed to win those games. So do you think that plays any role in the fact that if they can win or not?
Well, I think strength of schedule is important in terms of their chances of doing it. But in terms of public perception, with Zion missing all the games he did, I don't think anybody really expected them to make the playoffs.
Oh,
you
hope
it happens. So I don't think that's going to be any extra pressure.
What do you think the biggest difference with this team is, Spencer, from the beginning of the season now? Obviously, they have players back, but what else do you think has been the difference?
Like, besides
in terms
Zion,
of why are they playing better? Besides obviously getting Zion back.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, getting Zion back. And then I guess just the it's kind of hard to say what else. I guess just more just having him back it gets the role, everyone's role is more defined now, because I think early in the season it was more of a thing where some guys had to step up some nights, and then if someone would go down, then they'd be very thin as far as depth. But now with Zion back, it's like everyone's pretty much got their roles. I mean, even some of their role players have been playing better. For example, Josh Hart, a guy that at the beginning was not really doing too much, but now he's developed a good role as like a key scorer off the bench. And so I feel like with their roles more defined, it's allowing them to blossom at the right time. And yeah, I think 8 seed's definitely possible, because Memphis is decent, but they're not very intimidating. I mean, their best player is a rookie himself, Ja Morant, a very talented one at that, but I think they definitely could catch them.
What do you think about the Pelicans' defense? That obviously is the key. They have some front court players with Ingram and obviously Zion back. And then Derek Favors, he's really been the guy that's been the difference when the record changed.
Yeah, they're going to need that, because you can't expect to shoot a high percentage and make a bunch of threes in the offense to carry them. They're going to need to play good enough defense. You just hope that this can happen, just because, one, we talked about it at the very beginning of the year. What a juicy playoffs fun. Not that they could beat the Lakers, but if the Lakers end up number one, it would be a juicy playoff, against Anthony. So that's you hope that happens. It'd be a great building block. Like you say, it's going to take some defense in addition to what Ingram and Zion's been giving them offensively.
Well, only the 1995 Denver Nuggets have come this far back to make a run at the playoffs. We'll see if the Pelicans can duplicate that feat. Thanks for joining me, guys.
All righty, well, we'll see if they make that late playoff push or not.
We shall see.
At least they'll look good doing it for the rest of Mardi Gras.
Right. And really look good, feel good, and sometimes that's,
Yeah, that's all you need to play good. Right. All right, guys, stick around after this break.
We're going to talk about our next hour.
Are we?
6:50.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
And we'll tell you what's coming up on the Today Show.
Oh, yes.
With Craig and the gang.
Craig. We love Craig. All right, guys, stay with us. More to come.
Amy, did you see who has their own float in Muses this year? Mm-hmm. You hate Margaret Orr? Amy! How dare? How dare you? She is a sweetheart and she raised me. Yeah, why you don't like Margaret? Well, I grew up watching her every morning. So yes, Angela Hill trash. I used to draw my little drawings and send it to Margaret, and she used to put it on TV. Angela didn't do that. No. How dare. God.
In the next hour of News 15 today, Al Abear, he continues to show us how to make pizza king cakes over at Bayou Teche Brewing. Step-by-step version. And then Acadiana is feeling the Mardi Gras rush, myself included, as local stores try to keep up with the demand of Carnival.
And we'll be continuing to highlight Black History Month and those who strive to make equality, strive for equality throughout the community. And of course, our meteorologist, Adam Olivier, he's going to bring more of his weather updates.
That's right. And for those of you watching on KLAF NBC, the Today Show, it's coming up next.
Yep, here's a look at what they're working on this morning.
Good morning. Coming up here on Today, the Democratic candidates get vicious in Vegas. Candidate Michael Bloomberg under fire during his first outing. This morning, we will break down where things stand now. Also ahead this morning, we are learning of the first deaths from that quarantine cruise ship as the remaining passengers are still disembarking. The 2-week quarantine now over, but some experts are questioning if that's still a good idea. We are live with the very latest on the coronavirus outbreak. And the future of shopping is here. Retailers getting pretty creative to get you to open up your wallet, ditching checkout lines, even trying new technology that lets you buy anything you see on TV when we see you here on Today.
Well, you can stay connected with us on air and online at kadn.com and follow us on social media.
Yeah, and you can give us a like on Facebook. Just search News 15 or give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram at Your News 15.
We also have our News 15 app, and on there you can get weather updates. But if you're not on the app right now and you're just watching, Adam's here to give you an update.
Yeah, we are tracking some rainy conditions, some cool conditions out there too. Our radar very active, though it's quieted down from earlier this morning where we were tracking quite a bit of rain out there. Things are continuing to be wet around the region, and they will through the day today. Another batch of rain starting to build up towards the west, which will eventually arrive later on this afternoon. The thing is today, guys, you're going to need not only the rain jackets, but the actual jackets, because our temperatures aren't going up as they would normally do when you'd see sunny skies. They're going down. We have quite a bit of cold air that is spilling into the area, and later on tonight, Hannah's going to love this. It's going to feel like the lower 20s.
Ooh.
No.
Oh, look at like that is such a real face of
Why would I
despair.
love that?
Oh, wow, she was so upset.
She was so excited.
But luckily, Hannah, from around the corner, we have Mardi Gras this weekend, your first Mardi Gras. Have you picked your outfit yet?
No, but I know that I'm going to wear my dirty gym shoes.
Okay, there you go.
I know that much.
There you go.
So I haven't picked the outfit yet, but I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be a great time down in Lafayette. Make sure you go find Alex at the Bonaparte Parade.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. She'll throw you a ton of stuff. Just look for the
Scream real
brightest
loud.
person on the float because it's all bedazzled out.
Yeah.
And she's got all the lights on it.
Yeah,
It's
she
like-
will be lit for
No
sure.
lights.
No chicken on a stick.
No chicken on a stick.
Wonder if
I'm
anyone
glad you
knows
know.
Chicken on a stick.
All right, kids. Well,
We got
this
2
was
more
fun.
hours of News 15 today coming up on Fox 15.
This is
Stay
true.
with us. All the Mardi Gras talk.
Yes,
Can't
stay
wait.
with us.
You're going to have a great time.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up on News 15 today, we're continuing our coverage of Black History Month and how one local artist